I was using a pillow to protect my lower half because I'm feeling quite insecure these days. However, it's about radical acceptance.
It's about radical acceptance. And Joe, I'm being so serious. Joe was working out today, and I was actually working out with him.
That was
really sweet.
It took me back to 2021, 22.
It's also fun, like, not to say that anyone really even knows who we are, but if they did and they saw
they get
us
a little show.
Out, they get a little show.
We do shot put throws.
But Joe was laying down on the ground, and his ass was up in the like facing the ceiling, and it was so big and colossal and juicy that I had to take pictures, and we were so upset about it. But I
didn't think the picture looked great.
But that is you. You know what I mean? The picture I took is you. And I think it looked amazing.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
I honestly have to say, I do think the most boring thing out of someone's mouth is them talking about how they don't like the way they look. Like, I really do think that's the case.
It is.
I really think it is like, girl, shut up. And I'm talking to myself, obviously, in this moment. It is really boring. There are so many more things that I don't like.
I've been up and down. And
side to
side for sure. But you know what? There's a lot more to be worrying about than what you look like on the floor of an Equinox.
Exactly.
So,
number one, why the hell am I paying for Equinox?
Also, why the hell are you on the floor? Why is your head near that ground?
What was I doing today? It's fine. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
honestly
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Good children.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Good Children,
the podcast.
Oh, I'm Joe Hegyes.
And I'm Andrew Muscarella.
And this is Good Children.
We've spent the past 25 years growing together.
And now it's time for us to grow up.
And boy, do we have an episode for you. All right,
it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one.
And we're just going to preface, we're just going to let you know, you're going to hear the ambiance of the New York City streets.
You're going to hear what I would describe if you were like selecting a white noise option on a comm app. It would be like Bushwick Peace. Like is. There's a lot of planes overhead. There are sirens. There are 16-wheelers careening down our street at all hours of the day, slamming like metal against metal, thrashing,
dogs barking,
like
people screaming,
people fighting in the streets, and that's for us, that's peaceful.
That's peace. I actually was realizing this the other day when I was walking on the street. I was trying to get a quick video in, you know what I mean? And
it's hard.
It's hard. I need the planes. I don't care. I don't care where they're going.
No,
I don't care if you
reroute. Close JFK.
Give me 45 minutes.
Honestly, there should be a 45-minute content period every single day where all planes have to not be flying so that people like you can record videos on the street.
Because it's
when
really
we shot
hard.
That video of me as Annabelle, we couldn't even do more than one line without a plane flying overhead.
God forbid there's wind.
What?
God forbid there's wind happening.
Imagine. Well, the question is, where are the planes going? How many planes do we need? Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the climate, right?
Yeah.
So let's limit how many planes are going out in and out of JFK a day. I think we say 10. You have 10 flights a day.
They're probably shipping people in to New York to check out the new high rises that are about to hit the streets of Williamsburg. They're shipping them in these days.
What are you saying?
I'm saying people are coming into New York. The amount of planes that are landing at JFK. Yeah. These people are checking out the real estate that's about to be Williamsburg.
You think are there new high rises?
Joe,
I'm not really there I don't really look around anymore.
Have you looked next to the Equinox?
Oh, what the hell is that thing?
That's going to be just as big as One South First.
It's nasty.
It's nasty. It's rude.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
And you know what? Yeah, I agree with you. We need to give a content period. And the air traffic controllers need a break. They need a second.
They need a lot of things. There's been some crises. There's been several crises this year. Although I feel like, I'm getting on a plane in 2 days, so maybe I shouldn't say this.
You're so right. But you're landing in a different state.
But I'm saying it's been kind of good, right? Knock on wood.
Oh,
I feel like the flights have been fine for a couple of weeks now. I am getting on a plane in 2 days. I'm going to be going to Orlando, so I feel kind of fine about it.
But like when you think about it this way, like a mini bag, the smallest bag of Cheez-Its is on the other side.
It is like, and we talk about planes way too much on this podcast, actually, for what was ultimately a nostalgia podcast. The audacity of an airline to serve you, and I'm not exaggerating, 6 Cheez-Its in a Mylar bag. It is a level of capitalism I can't even begin to wrap my head around. What do you, because here's my thing.
Yeah.
There are snack size bags of Cheez-Its that exist.
Of course.
We've all seen them. There's probably 12 Cheez-Its in that bag. They have a specialty line.
The airline
created.
line. The airline.
The airline is being created for bozos, losers, and idiots like us who are paying top dollar to go on a flight across the fucking country. And they are saying, you know what? Fuck you. You want 12 Cheez-Its? You're going to get 6.
And you know what? Six Cheez-Its doesn't even wet the whistle.
I was going to say, 6 Cheez-Its is like a LaCroix. It's like the idea of a Cheez-It.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you're not even really actually enjoying it.
After
you're
the
just
6th
starting
Cheez-It,
up.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to have my Cheez-Its now.
I'll tell you something. Someone who's laughing to the bank, all the way to the bank.
Delta.
Biscoff.
Biscoff.
I'm sorry.
Biscoff has a monopoly.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
a monopoly.
Biscoff, there are moments that I'm not even expecting
I'm
to
saying,
see a
please
Biscoff.
stop.
Please stop offering me a Biscoff cookie. Like, I love them. Don't get me wrong.
But it's incessant.
It's incessant.
It's incessant.
They only exist in the air.
I was going to say, the only other thing is I don't know where else I'm getting a Biscoff except on the plane.
They only exist in the air.
Yeah. What is that about?
What is that?
I would
Anywhere
like
else
to
it's a graham
speak
cracker?
to Mr. JetBlue, Miss Delta, and Mix United Airlines.
Yeah.
And I'd like to speak to all 3 of them at once.
And
have
Miss
a
American.
Oh, gee. Well, I'm willing to skip.
You're going to skip
I'm
Miss
willing
American.
to skip Miss American.
Whatever happened to Southwest?
I'm sure you've flown them recently.
Dying airline.
Is it?
I could only assume.
I feel like you are not someone. I mean, we know this about you. You don't judge an airline by its reputation.
I told you my senior thesis in college was based on Southwest.
Which was what again?
What was my senior thesis?
Yeah.
It was just like you had to pick an industry, and then you had to focus specifically on a brand or like an airline, for example, and then you had to compare it to its competitors. Business development. I don't think I did that well. I probably can find it somewhere. It was like a 100-page document on Southwest.
I'm sorry, get a life.
No, literally get a life.
Literally,
the professor get a life.
Like, you're not. First of all, your professor. They did not read that.
No,
nobody read that.
No,
there's no point. It is just like we're all wasting our time. How about you major in art?
Yeah, that's what.
How about you paint something?
I'm sorry. You want me to make a graph for you?
It's pathetic.
Make a graph yourself.
It's pathetic. Honestly,
it is pathetic.
Making graphs at your age, at your big age,
graphs. At my big age of when I was 21, 22, 21.
Yeah. Making bar graphs. Who did you think you were
for the whole semester? I'm like, you're lazy.
We had such different lives. I was just telling Paulina the other day that I was like, my senior thesis was I wrote a personal essay about a time I lied in 5th grade, and then I adapted it into a screenplay. That was what I did for an entire year of college, and that's how I graduated college. I wrote like a 20-page essay,
I'm like
personal narrative, creative nonfiction, and then adapted that into a 20-page screenplay. And then said, thanks, you guys, I'm graduating early. We have lived very different lives.
We should honestly just put in the middle of this episode my 4-minute TED Talk that still exists on
We
YouTube.
have used it. We have used an episode before.
Our lives were so different. My college experience was literally hell on earth. Like, I don't understand why I did that to myself, why I did finance or business or investment banking or pitching stocks. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, because at this point, all I need to figure out is how to use Microsoft Word.
And you still really haven't quite gotten there.
Still haven't gotten there.
I mean, never forget, in the past 12 months, February of last year, you looked at me in the eyes and you dead ass said, in front of a camera, how do I turn on AirDrop? And you asked me that, and it wasn't even like, you were very nervous to even be in the situation you were on. It was like level 10 intensity stress. How do I turn on AirDrop?
There's little things that I'm just learning. There's little things that I learn every single day, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Google Drive, Google Docs, sharing links, making it accessible to everybody. I'm sorry.
You're learning, though.
I'm learning, and I'm teaching myself, and I'm learning as I go. But you know what? Education was paid for, where I was reliant on making a bar chart and a graph based on an airline. They should have been teaching me how to work Instagram. I'm sorry.
I do. Listen, when I start becoming an adjunct, that will be the class.
When I start teaching ESL.
Oh my God, when are Spanish lessons?
Spanish class starts on Monday. You guys, I'm starting Spanish classes. I'm
over
sorry.
Zoom? FaceTime?
It's going to be over whatever platform that man uses. It's going to be in Zoom. He lives in Mexico. And it's an hour conversation. I get to choose how many times I want in the week.
I'm excited for you.
And he's a gay man. It's just me and him chatting.
Come on,
Andrew.
Come on. That's why you're doing
Everything
it.
in my life is written for a story.
Yeah.
Like, of course I'm going to fall in love with my Spanish tutor.
150%.
He's got
how many tutors have you had in your life?
How many tutors?
If you could name them for us.
Yeah, I can name a few. So I would say French horn.
Yes.
I had 2.
Okay. In love with either of them?
In love with neither of them.
Okay.
One of them hated my guts because he like knew I was a little gay boy for sure, and the other one actually was so sweet and kind, but woman.
Okay.
Loved her in a different way. Math, I had 2. One I was kind of in love with because he was nerdy and geeky.
Okay.
And it was like hot. He was like a dad. Other one, we had the same
Jackie
math teacher.
Passante.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. First
exactly.
and last name.
Miss Jackie. And then I had lacrosse. Lacrosse, I had about 3.
Tutors, you call them?
I would call them private coaches. I had about 3 private coaches. The one that I netted on when I was older in high school, he was not the vibe really. He was a little bit older. The other one, Tim, and his group of men that were shooting balls at me could have shot a few other balls at me as well.
That's horrible.
And it was horrible. Did I have any? SAT I had 2. ACT I had 1. And then I would say science I was in the clear, English I was in the clear, social studies in the clear, bagpipes I had 1.
Of course, yeah. You had vocal coaches?
I had vocal coaches. I had 2. One, Sabatina Morrow.
Yeah,
went to college. I went to high school with her. Grew up with her. And then I would think that was really about it. So I probably netted around 10 different teachers and tutors.
That's crazy.
On my private
That's
accord.
really crazy when you think about it.
When you think about it, it is a little bit wild.
That's nuts.
But sometimes people need extra help.
And that's why we are here today, to give you guys some extra help. Wasn't that kind of gaggy?
That was kind of
a perfect transition. Because I was like, how are we going to pivot this conversation?
No, from planes, trains, and automobiles right to this.
Yeah. So today we posted to our Instagram. If you don't follow it, this is your sign to go to Good Children Pod on Instagram. And we asked our lovely, lovely listeners to submit some questions to call in. This is a full episode of the Guidance Office, but don't get it twisted. We're going to still talk about us. And I'm just going to open
Joe, can you whip out that Galaxy?
Hold on. Well, yeah, I'll open up my Samsung Galaxy Fold for you.
It's so big and juicy.
But it's so thin, too.
Yeah,
look at that.
Thin. So nice.
Look at that, you guys. This is amazing because we use Google Voice, actually, so it's really intuitive.
Yeah.
Hold, please.
Oh, my God. This is so crazy. I've never done this before. My Long Island Kings. I'm obsessed with both of you. Okay. Oh, my God. I've never done this. I'm so nervous. Okay. So I've been seeing this man, strictly sex, okay? I have never left my apartment. All of a sudden he texts me, he's like, oh, can I come over this day? And I go, I can't because I have a date. Again, not dating this man, never asked me out to leave my apartment, just sex. And he was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I just have plans. He was like, well, what? He was like being super nosy. I'm like, okay, well, you must know, like, I have a date, okay? And I thought it was fine because it genuinely, like, never seemed like he wanted this to be a relationship. And he was like, oh, I'm jealous. I'm like, really? Like, okay. And he was like, no, I am. And I was like, he was like, well, I may not seem it, but like, I want you. And I'm like, I literally got nauseous. I was like, no, you don't. Like, you don't want me. And then he was like, are you home? I'm like, yeah. He also lives close by me, hence, hooking up. So I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, I'm coming over. And I was like, fine, whatever. And then I thought we were going to like talk about it, but then like, honestly, like, I don't know why I thought that because we barely talk when we're together. So I'm like, why would you want me? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then when he got here, he like wasn't answering my questions. He was like making jokes about the date and was like, oh, I'll give you like a hickey and like whatever. I'm like, okay. And like, I just don't know what to do. I'm like not taking his claim seriously that he quote unquote wants me. So I don't know what I should do. Do I like stop talking to him? Do I just like be like, okay, whatever. Maybe you were just like had a jealous moment. I don't know. This feels like it's going on a long time. Okay, my Long Island Kings. Bye.
We love you.
Yes.
I wish you gave us your name, but that's so fine.
I would say, come on.
What you say? What? Jess?
Jessica Marie.
Marie?
Jessica Marie.
I'm going to say this was Jessica Marie.
Jessica Marie just called in, and she is suffering from what I would say is just a toxic man.
Yeah,
would you agree?
Just suffering from a toxic.
She's not really even suffering.
Man.
She seems to be clocking the tea.
Yeah, his tea was clocked. This is the thing about this man,
and this is the thing about Jessica Marie.
Jessica Marie is very self-aware.
Yes.
You can't get anything by
Past Jessica Marie. And we've always said that.
And I've always said that.
Yes.
All right? Because she is experiencing something where, listen, sex is great sometimes. Mm-hmm. She's definitely getting action. That's not even being brought into question. She never mentioned how it was.
No, but clearly
it's fine.
Yeah, it's recurrent.
Because he keeps going back. And clearly he's jealous that Miss Jessica Marie, is deciding to talk to other people.
Right, of course. Because he wants Jessica Marie for himself, but he doesn't want any of the responsibilities or the obligations of a relationship, including talking to her.
So talking to her, emotional intimacy,
like, having a conversation.
Buddy.
You're jealous that this girl's going on a date but you don't talk to her?
Because you literally can't formulate sentences to a woman. No. Because you have nothing in common with them. What are you going to do? Maybe let's start listening to what Jessica Marie has to say and seeing what she's interested in.
Jessica Marie,
let's start feeding off of that.
Jessica Marie, you have to leave here's the thing. You have two options. You say to this boy, I really don't give a fuck about hurting your feelings from going on a date because I don't feel any obligation or, God forbid, any sort of exclusivity towards you. If you are interested in dating me, take me out.
Take me out.
Take me to dinner.
Yeah.
Pay for a steak.
I would say, okay, this is the only tough thing that I'm experiencing here, is that he does live close, right? He did say after that you were going on a date with somebody, I'm coming over. That I don't love. I don't love that he took it upon himself to make the decision here. Now. Is almost scary. Yeah, I don't want to scare you, Jessica Marie.
No.
But I will just put this in your mind. I think in this situation, to your first point, it's okay to take the reins. And it's okay to say, baby, all you're giving me is that dick. Because right now, you're not giving me anything else. You want to have conversations with me? Let's sit down and have a conversation. Let's have you come over for 2 hours and let's not do anything. Let's see how long you last. Because Jessica Marie, you are powerful and you have that power. And yet he does want you. Mm-hmm. But there is power in someone wanting you and you being like, you have to earn it, baby. And he's got to earn that. And you should be going on dates with people. Because if he's that jealous, put your money where your fucking mouth is. Take your credit card out and let's get a steak.
Now, Andrew, have you been in a similar situation to Jessica Marie,
where the person only just wants to hook up with me,
but then you were saying like I'm actually like focusing on other people and they're suddenly jealous?
100%. Well, there was also the person in Boston.
Yeah.
When things started wrapping up in Boston and I decided to move, that's when he decided that he wanted to start taking things serious with me. I said, babe, you wanted me to come over and you would send me to Pound Town about 8 times in a row and we wouldn't even like have a conversation. And then you want to tell me you wanted to get into a relationship when it was nothing more than staying in your house?
Yeah.
You didn't want to see me. You wanted me to go on the streets with you?
No,
absolutely not. That's not going to work.
No.
If he doesn't want people to see you with him, if he doesn't want to leave that bedroom with you, girl, pack it up. Pack your bags.
Pack it up, girl.
That man is just as good as a dildo.
All right. And that's episode 1. That's Jessica Marie. I feel like that was a great one.
I agree.
Hi, Joe and Andrew. This is Emily from Chicago calling again. I just wanted some advice. I know Andrew and I share a similar struggle where it's like we're hot, sexy, beautiful, but not a lot of people are sticking around. I was not trying to gag you there. But I just feel like so lost and a little hopeless. I know my person's out there, but just how do you stay motivated? How do you keep going on these dates, even though they've been interesting to say the least? Loving you horribly.
Loving you horribly.
Emily from Chicago.
Emily from Chicago clocking by T.
T was clocked.
She said they don't stick around.
They don't stick around.
And
but
they
she
don't.
did say you're hot, sexy, beautiful.
Yeah, and so is she. I know she is. I'm in the era, I mean, I don't know if this is going to help you. I'm just sharing what is going on for me. I'm in the era of opening myself up to possibilities. I'm not looking on the apps any longer. I'm trying to be in person, make eye contact with people, and have genuine conversation. If they're not sticking around, I am no longer attributing that to me. It is everything that they are dealing with, because I cannot think about anything else that could be wrong with me for these men not to stick around.
You've done enough of that.
I've done enough of psychoanalyzing. I'm extremely self-aware, and it's gotten to a point where the barrel ran dry. And I said to myself, you know what? It actually isn't me. It's them, because they are running you around in circles, Emily, and they're going to continue to run you around in circles. But there's going to be somebody who wants to run a straight line sprint with you and not around in the circle. Okay. And that's who I'm holding out for. And I know that you can hold out for it as well, but don't allow it to make you feel disheartened when it comes to dating, because you're going to get jaded very quickly. And I've been through eras of jadedness, right? That's a word. We're going to go with that.
Yeah. Of jade.
Of jade.
Yeah.
I've been through eras of jade, and it's not a good feeling. What would you say for Emily?
I honestly think that's one for you. That was a question for you to answer.
Yeah.
I feel like you are the one to answer that question for Emily from Chicago. I think you answered it tremendously. And as you were speaking, I was thinking, you just say things, and I know how your brain works, but I'm like, it's crazy because you're saying things like they are running you around in circles, but someone's gonna want to run a straight line sprint with you. Like, I'm like, how do these words flow out of his mouth? It's
I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know, but I will never understand why men will continue to run in circles when you are the prize, Emily. I am the prize, baby.
The reason that men do this is because men are afraid of intimacy, because they have never in their entire lives been taught to feel any emotion besides anger. It's like Pandora's box. Like, God forbid they connect with someone on an emotional level. That's terrifying to them, because they literally don't know how to use any of the tools in the toolbox that a 10-year-old girl has, like the level of emotional intelligence that a child would have if they were not stunted by the patriarchy. It's that. It's like, God forbid I actually connect with a person. I need to actually just be a bro and hang out with my bros and not talk about anything serious. And that's it.
That's a good point. I do believe, and I think it's very similar for some gay men. And
it's men. It's not a straight man thing. It's men. Period.
And I think that is what is intimidating, especially like women in general tend to be a little bit more in tune and like I feel like emotional and can process their feelings a little bit better than men because of that reason. I think for us, we exist with a platform that we have released a lot of shame and have become extremely comfortable, even if there are moments where we feel uncomfortable. When I'm in conversation with other gay men, I recognize that like not everyone has that ability.
For sure.
And it can be intimidating to others to be able to like really go there quick and then they get afraid. Maybe that's what happens. I go too deep too quick.
I'm sure you do that.
But I'll let them go as deep as they need.
And I'm sure that you will. I'm sure.
Hi. Oh my god, I don't know why this is so nerve-wracking. Just hearing your voices. Anyways, I am obsessed with you guys. I feel like you guys have really inspired me to like step out of my comfort zone style-wise. I don't know. I'm starting to wear maybe things that are more my style, like funkier, things that I'm like sewing creatively and like cutting things up, and I don't know, maybe it's even ugly, but it makes me happy. Anyways, sometimes I feel like I still stress out about what my aesthetic is or what my style is, or I want to like put a label on it. And I feel like you guys have just like amazing aesthetics and energy and everything. And I have good energy too. But do you guys stress out about your style or your aesthetic? I don't know if this is 90 seconds or less. I think I'm going to pass out. I'm freaking out. Okay, bye.
I feel really bad.
I really like.
I should like change the voice box so it just cuts off at 90 seconds and then no longer warn people.
We were nasty.
Yeah, I mean, I really make it. It's strict. But listen, that was a great message. Thank you very much. That was all very, very kind.
Yeah,
everything you said was, and I'm very happy to hear that you are cutting things up and wearing clothes. I honestly, as someone who has tried everything, I think the moments when you're like, is what I'm wearing ugly, but I'm going to wear it anyway, that's best case scenario, because everything was ugly once. Every style was ugly once. It just takes one person to look good in it. So good for you. In terms of, do you have moments where you freak out about your style and everything? I would say quarterly, if not more than that. Like, I'm in that moment right now where I'm like, I hate all of my clothes. I don't know what aesthetic direction I'm heading in. I feel like I wear gym shorts and a t-shirt every single day of my life. And when I do get dressed up, it's like one of 3 options that I've had in my closet for the past 5 years. But I used to be someone who was doing ASOS hauls literally every month, probably from like 20 years old until 25, 26. And that was, I think, a more direction this time because of just how much. Yeah. I mean, like, aside from obviously the environmental impact, the money waste, and the fact that those clothes are now all in landfills somewhere, except for the ones that I kept because there were some good pieces. Yeah. I think everyone probably has that, unless I don't know because now that you're saying that, I'm like, there are people who I look like on the internet, there are celebrities I look at where I'm like, they just have such good style. Obviously they are paying stylists to pull looks for them, and that's someone's entire job. But I'm like, just like, do they wake up one day and they're like, I hate everything in my closet, what am I gonna wear? Like, I need to get new clothes. Probably.
I think that they do. I think that's just like a normal thing to feel regardless. I think that people are going to feel certain ways about their body. I think people are going to feel the certain ways about what they look like, how they're being perceived regardless. It could be on a grand scale that you're thinking about it so much, but it sounds like you're teetering on the higher end. We've all been there though. I think that we have at least like leaned in a little bit more to things that we like. I think that your sense of style is extremely unique, and I think push that you push it. No, but you push it in a way that's like stylistic. There, when you make choices and you're sewing random shit together, that's and it so could cool look like ugly, but like someone's gonna think that's beautiful. Yeah. If you feel good in it, that's genuinely all that matters. I think that I have tried to lean in. I'm obviously I always want to change things, and it's fun to play around with fashion. I think that's another thing. Like, you can have your style, but like, you can switch your wardrobe and play around with something new and see if it works, and keep evolving. I think fashion evolves, and you will. I also
think that playing around with fashion can be really incredibly affordable, and I feel like I fall victim a lot, like, where I'm like, well, I can't be like a fashion it girl because I don't own exclusively luxury pieces. And then I'm like, that's not really the case. Yesterday I wore that blazer. I was getting complimented left and right. That was from eBay. That was $12, and that was polyester. Yeah. And people were I got stopped on the street.
You got stopped on the street by a stylist.
I mean, clearly you're in the right direction. You're paying attention to what you find interesting aesthetically, and you're leaning into it. Do more of that. I love the idea of being like, what will I look like in a year? Yeah. What will I dress like? What will my interests be? Because everything starts with a baby step. Yeah. You know, every day is a step towards a future you.
Correct.
And for me personally, what I'm going to look like in a year, you're not going to recognize me. Okay?
It's a year from now, you're going to be so scared. 2026 is going to be a really scary year for a lot of people.
That's horrible to hear.
No, it's going to be scary in such a good way.
Okay.
Because I'm moving to Malta.
You're moving to Malta, I'm moving to London, and things will be different. Things will be different. We'll both be experimenting with style. I'm going to look Maltese. I'm going to look for sure British. I can tell you that.
Hi, Joe and Andrew. My name is Chloe, and I have a question mainly for Joe, because I just bought a brick to help with my screen time, because I have literally been scrolling since I downloaded Vine in like 2014. Like, my soul needs a break from social media. So I wanted to know what limiting your screen time has done for you, and if you've noticed any like big differences in your life, because I genuinely want to stop. I'm so addicted. And I know you guys have talked about this before, but I want to know that there's hope on the other side. I'm in law school, so I'm so busy, and I just want something that will actually help. And I love you both so much. Please come to Arkansas. We love you down here. Okay, bye.
Chloe, I mean, I feel like we both can answer this question. I have definitely been like a Luddite when it comes to screen time. I've been really intense with it, but we were talking about this last night with Ash. We were talking, like, I mean, it's something we discuss constantly, especially as people who
are on the internet.
Yeah, like it's a lot of our day to day. I actually was just reading a journal entry I wrote from when you and I went to Moodus. We went to Moodus just before election day that weekend. And I was writing about how I was like, it is so surreal. And I talked about this in the podcast, but I was like, I was standing there like as like the river was like touching my shoes. And I was like, I literally, all I do is look at pixels. Like the only thing I do with my day is look at pixels. We live in augmented reality. Like it's amazing. We can keep in contact with people. There are so many advancements. It's amazing. But I was like, I am in contact with my friends 24/7, but not really. I'm in contact with a virtual version of them. Like that's not like, yes, we are sending those messages, but that's not them.
No.
FaceTime, sure, different, but it's pixels on a screen. Like I'm jerking off to pixels on a screen. Like I am like crying to pixels on a screen. I am seeing war and devastation, pixels on a screen, like dead bodies, pixels on the screen. Like funniest video I've ever seen in my life, pixels on the screen. Like it is so bad for our brains.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is incredibly important to stay informed, to be aware of things. There are so many benefits and like good things that have come out of it, even if it's just educating people and giving us access to people in places that we never would have seen if the media wasn't like democratized in that way. Not that it is, because the algorithms are also really crazy. But you need a break. We need a break. It is not, we're not born to look at phones. Like it's not natural. It's not in our DNA or our souls or our spirits to lay in bed at night and scroll on a phone. It's actually crazy. Yeah. It's actually crazy. If you zoom out for even one little drop, you are like, what am I doing? And why am I spending all of my time on a phone, on a screen? Like it's because it's designed for you to be addicted to it. But it's not normal. Like it's really not normal. And like 25 years ago, like this was not a conversation. This was not even a thing. It was 10 years ago. It wasn't even a thing. Like screen time was big. It was like for kids. Like it was like you limited a toddler's screen time, iPad babies. Now we're all iPad babies all the time. Why are we at dinner checking our phones? There's so much information.
And why are we anywhere checking our phones? I was just in Massachusetts and gorgeous nature, gorgeous surroundings. And then I found myself for a second on my phone, even like driving through different landscapes and like by the water. And I'm like checking Instagram stories.
Like, isn't that, it's crazy.
It's crazy. You can't, it takes you out of moments so quickly.
And for what?
And yeah, literally
what is
for
the
what?
benefit?
I
what is
will
the gain?
say there is, I wouldn't say there's really necessarily any gains. I will say that we are people who are on the internet. So I will say that the internet can bring you news, information, a reprieve. We talked about that. Like sometimes you need something to take your mind off of what's happening in your current life, and you need to laugh, or you're seeing something and you're learning something new. I try to keep my screen time like to 4 to 5 hours, which is still a lot.
Isn't that crazy? That's the craziest sentence I've ever heard.
That's still a lot.
You think about it, like that's like 21 years of your life.
Yeah, like 4 to 5 hours is insane. But I know people that their screen time is like 10 hours a day. What do you mean it was 10 hours a day? What were you doing for 10 hours a day? You know, but like it's getting to a point, even for me, that I'm like, we need to clock out for a
We
sec.
need to. It's just like when you were a kid, like I remember playing with like Game Boy at night, and my mom would be like, okay, time to like read your book. Like you're not staring at the Game Boy anymore. And it's like now it's like, oh, I'm just gonna scroll until I fall asleep and then wake up and look and scroll again? Who's getting paid for that? Who like, it's like I'm working. It's like, who is?
No, it is.
And who are we paying our attention to? Because attention, we're like, listen, I could talk about this for hours, but like, when you pay your attention to something, you are giving your attention to something. Who is receiving the payment of our attention? Who is getting that? And it is like these giant businesses and these like the scraping of our data. Like it is all, it's so insidious and so dark on that level. But it's, if that's not alone enough of a reason, because it doesn't really directly impact you on a day-to-day basis, the way that it fucks with your brain is so unbelievably serious. Read a book.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It is the hardest thing to do when you have trained your brain to receive 6-second videos and on a loop. Like, it is so hard to pay attention to anything else. I mean, again, I consider it an accomplishment if I watch a movie without my phone.
Joe, yeah.
It's like,
that's why I'm trying
really
to go
big
to the
deal.
movies. Like,
that's exciting.
That's
to me.
the thing. It's
but
like,
it's watching a movie.
It's watching a movie.
It's not really necessarily like I just did something incredible for
it's
myself.
Watching a movie. It's like, it's little things like going to a workout class, right?
Yes.
I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I have an hour away from my phone. Like, it should never feel like, oh my God, great. I get to take a break from my phone. Yeah, you should be able to do those things without thinking that I need to get back on my phone on the other side.
We're addicted. We're all addicted. I'm looking at my phone right now and the sticker on it says scrolling kills multiple times. And it's true. It's true. So you're doing a great first step. I think Brick is an amazing thing. I also will always stand by Opal as well. Opal is my #1 girl. But it's so good for you. It is hard. It's hard to convince yourself, but sometimes you have to be like a parent to yourself and be like, phone down.
Yeah.
Phone down in the other room.
Yeah.
Read a book. Watch TV.
Dinner.
Sorry,
we're taking our phones out of dinner.
The
noise is insane. We're taking your phones out of dinner. To your point, like, it's so stupid. Like,
it's weird.
It's weird.
It's
Be
weird.
in the moment. Like, if you're in the elevator, try not to take out your phone. Right. Like, we need to recognize we are around others sometimes, and that's okay to be around others.
No, right? It is such an isolating thing, and the more that we are isolated, the worse things are going to get. The more we feel isolated from each other, the less we feel connected to
go to
strangers.
In-person things too. Go to shows, go to movies, go to comedy shows. Do things that are going to take
buy air dry clay. Buy air dry clay. Sculpt. Buy air dry clay.
Sculpt. And then like every one of our videos and then go away from them.
Yeah, but again, like it's you're not going to miss anything. I can't tell you a time in my life where I have been like, I'm really glad I watched someone's Instagram story. I can't tell you one time where I have felt like scrolling on Instagram was worth it. Like I've never been like, whoa, that was such a good use of my time. I've never been like, that was good. That was fun. Never. I love Instagram. I've loved it since it came out. Like, I love that product, but in doses, in small doses, those things make sense. As an eternal obligation for us, it is bizarre. It is so scary. And I think that any steps like Brick or Opal are amazing ways to connect back with yourself. And you will learn so many things about yourself that you have forgotten because your brain is just focused on pixels. Like, it is, I can't encourage it more. And I'm very happy for you that you're doing it. Anyway, next question.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Andrew. My name is Erica. I am from Tucson, Arizona. I just got done listening to your episode of Taylor Swift getting engaged, and I heard that caller asking about what to do in New York. So I guess this is more of a question specifically for Andrew because he's a foodie, as am I. So my question is, where would you suggest we go? Mind you, this is my first time in New York. This will be my husband's second time. He's an East Coaster. He's from Connecticut. However, I'm a desert rat. Where can we go for the best truffle pasta, the best bagels, and the best pizza?
Whoa.
Yeah. What would you suggest? Joe, you're a queen. Love you. But Andrew, I really need your input. Also, I'll probably stalk your Instagram and ask you the same thing because I really need to know. Love you guys. Love your podcast. I actually will go on road trips with my husband, and I will drive the car so I can hold him hostage while we listen to your podcast.
Oh, Erica.
Love you.
The sweetest.
Erica, that was so sweet.
Erica, that was very kind. Okay.
And I like that it wasn't just give me some recommendations. There are
categorized.
3 categories, and this is high stakes.
It's high stakes, and I'm just going to straight up tell you for the first one.
You don't fuck with truffle pasta.
I don't fuck with truffles. And I never have, and I never will. And I understand that's alarming to a lot of people because I am a foodie. I will have things with truffle. I just am not somebody who can take overpowering things seriously. It's kind of like, okay, girl, gag it. Like, it tastes like truffles. Like, I knew that's what it was going to taste like.
I had one recently. I think you were with me.
Yes, I was with you.
Do you know what it was?
And we were at
It wasn't with Rachel recently. That one was bad.
Oh, that was bad.
But it was somewhere, and I said, try this because it wasn't that truffly.
So I can get back to you on the truffle pasta. I can just suggest some Italian restaurants that I personally give an A+ rating. One is going to be Monte Sacro in Williamsburg. I feel like a lot of my suggestions are going to be Brooklyn based simply because I am from here. A place I want to go though is Pasta Pasta. So I would look into Pasta because I've heard unbelievable things about it. I've heard chefs are going. It's some of their favorite pasta in all of New York. It is in Brooklyn. Check out Pasta. It might not have truffle. I'm sure you can find a truffle cream at Monte Sacro, one of my personal faves. They have amazing Aperol spritzes and Negronis. That's in Williamsburg.
What makes an Aperol spritz amazing? Because aren't they all kind of the same?
Yes, they have different versions of the Aperol spritz that like they're just on the menu. You can order it regardless, I guess, at places. But sometimes I like to see it visually. Negronis, though, they have all different types of Negronis, which is interesting. Gin and like, they're throwing other things in it. When it comes to pizza's really, it's a tough conversation. And I know that everyone's going to say something different. This is for me. And again, I am maybe living in a bubble of Williamsburg and Brooklyn in general, specifically Williamsburg. I will say my favorite pizza is shocking. I know. I don't know. You've had it. Is at Feeney Pizza. It's in Williamsburg. It's under the owners of Missy, Italian restaurant. They have the best white slice I have ever had in my life. I know if you're looking for a regular slice as well, they have great regular slices too. Their white slice is personally something to write home about. The idea of having cheese with lemon, the lemon squeeze on top, it works so incredibly well. It's shocking to me. I would suggest going to Feeney. I think it's incredible.
Can I just interject and say, do not go to any, well, I don't want to say do not go, but do not waste your time on a line for a pizza. I last week went to Ceres. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's like right now, it's like the lines are down the block for it. I went there. I went to Prince Street Pizza, which is good pizza.
Oh, yeah.
It's good pizza. If there's no lime, Prince Street is good. I went to L'Industrie.
Love L'Industrie.
It's just another one though where it's like I just think pizza is pizza, especially in New York. I think pizza is pizza.
Don't go to any of these places in Manhattan. That's another thing. Go to the Industry in Williamsburg and the Joe's Pizza in Williamsburg. There's literally never a line.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy that I walk past Joe's Pizza in the city, and the line is around the block when I get back off the Bedford L and I'm looking at Joe's Pizza and there's not even 5 people in there is crazy. So do that instead. But I agree with you. Don't go to the places that you're going to see online all the time.
It's not worth it.
But But if you walk past Joe's Pizza and there's not a line, go in there, grab a slice. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would say bagels. This is tough. We had a whole conversation on bagels in general.
There's a full episode.
We've talked like nasty about bagels too, and certain people. There are a few things I can get behind. Okay, if you're looking for a New York style bagel, it's tough.
Don't you just go to any bagel place?
You can go to any bagel place, but Joe, I've recently had bagels from Bagel Smith.
Well, I don't necessarily. I'm not really a Bagel Smith head.
Baby,
yeah,
they're just not it. Girl.
Yeah,
I will say though, I like, and you're going with your boyfriend. I like Pop Up. I think that you need to experience it. I think that they have fun little cream cheeses and butters, and the bagels are always fresh and freaking hot, and they are tasty. If you want like a traditional bagel, I don't know if you've ever, well, they're the bacon, egg, and cheese at Leon's Bagels. I know the one that looks like it's like a wedding venue on Bedford Avenue is so fantastically amazing. And then the sourdough bagels at Apollo. And I know that they're blowing up and there's always a line, but it's never too much. But if the taste of the sourdough bagel with butter, or if you like lox, they do the whole spread. They do the whole thing for you. So, yeah, I would say Pop Up or Apollo. I'm sorry to be that girl that's, like, leaning into the, like, what's popular, but I like that.
I also just want to say, again, you can go to any bagel place, and the bagel will be good.
Yeah.
It'll be, at minimum, good. There are exceptions. Pop Up is amazing. I like Pop Up bagels. I really do. And that's a whole different kind of bagel.
Yeah.
That's a whole different bagel. But like you can have more than one bagel on your trip also.
Yeah.
Like if you wake up one morning and you're tired, go downstairs from your hotel and like find the nearest bagel place and get a bagel from there, and then like make a day to go to Williamsburg and get a pop-up bagel and go to Montesacro,
Williamsburg. I forgot La Nonna Ristorante.
I'm still so mad at you about this because I have spent.
Oh, we're gonna get hit.
Oh, it was a cement truck. I have spent 5 years almost at this point, disparaging and completely cutting myself off to La Nonna Pizza, to La Nonna restaurant.
La Nonna has to have a truffle pasta. It's so good.
You said to me La Nonna was terrible, and then you come at me years later and say it's one of the best restaurants you've ever been to. And I trust your opinion with my life.
It's so good. Last thing I'm going to say, and this wasn't even something that you asked, my favorite brunch, go to Casa Ora. Casa Ora, there's never gonna be, you're always gonna get a table. It's Venezuelan food. It's delicious. It's delectable. You can go to Lula's next door. It's the similar vibe. Just make a whole day in Williamsburg.
I do agree.
Sorry,
I think it would be remiss to, if you're a tourist, not to make a day at Williamsburg. I mean, it kind of is built for that. It's literally a Disney World version of New York City at this point. And that's not even shade. It's just actually a perfect way to see a lot of things at once. And it's very accessible.
Good children.
Yes.
Hello. I thought you guys might like that. My name is Nico. I'm not really calling in for a question per se, but it's more so maybe for a little bit of advice seeking, but mostly just to storytell, to have my story heard. Because I wanted to let you guys know that I am tragically attracted to gay men. And it's in a way where it's just a deep, intense, intimate attraction that I have to men who just simply won't ever reciprocate it because I am a female and they simply are not interested in me. And if you could not have inferred this already, I am a bisexual woman and I'm in a bit of a fling with a bisexual man, and you might be thinking, well, Nicole, a bisexual man is your perfect suspect.
Right.
Well, he's engaged and he's in an open relationship, so it's fine and it's all ethical and groovy. But I just wanted to say that, you know, I am having a tough time because I always want gay men and they will never want me. So any words of wisdom you might have for me would be greatly appreciated. Love you guys.
Love you, Diva. I think that the gay man is out there. I think the gay man who is interested in you is out there.
I agree.
Especially you're bisexual. You're down with bisexuality. Like, are you down with an open relationship? Because I'm thinking in my head, I'm imagining you find the gayest bisexual man you can find, right?
You're bringing in
the
thirds
most
nonstop.
gay presenting bisexual man. Yeah. Oh my God.
You're bringing in thirds.
Would that be amazing for you?
Because like if that other guy, because the thing is, he could be bi. The other guys probably could be gay,
but
like,
also another bi man.
Another bi man, but like.
But also it could be a bi woman. It could be a bi anybody. Anybody.
It could be like orgies. But I'm gonna say, like, if I was in a room with another man and there was a woman there too, I'd be hard. You know what I mean? Like, I'd need the other man to be in the situation.
Yeah,
to make me feel a little
bit
comfortable. I'm just saying, if you're trying to explore options, why did I just make it seem like I was down with it? I was like, hey, Nicole. No, but thanks for clocking your own tea. I think a lot of people aren't like, a lot of girl or bisexual or whatever are not willing to be like, I'm attracted to gay men. I think that there's a layer of like emotional awareness. There's a layer of like, we're down to clown, we're down to have fun with you. And I do agree, like, you're gonna find that in a man who might be bisexual leaning
I
towards
think gay presenting bisexual man sounds like they exist and they are. I met them. I know them. I love them. And so do you. I think that the right gay presenting bisexual man is out there for you. I really do.
And I don't think it's
I think there's sorry, continue.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's a thing that like you're looking for somebody who will never reciprocate it back. A little bit, I feel very similarly. Like, if I'm going on a trip elsewhere, I'm falling in love with that man, but I also know that's fleeting because they're never really it's never gonna be reciprocated back, like, and be serious. You're always looking for love in the wrong places sometimes. because it's not gonna last. But I think in your case, it is gonna last.
Also,
find that man.
I mean, like, I'm sure there's probably there is definitely like some non-binary trait out there that would probably be right up your alley. Like, I feel like there is, like, you are interested in some sort of gender fuckery. There is plenty of fish in that sea.
Nicole, where do you live? Like, that's another thing. Like, where are you living?
Right.
Because, like, I think
I'm feeling
in Brooklyn, you are, baby, you'll be fine.
Nicole is in Midwest.
Yeah.
Second major city in Midwest. What is that? What would you say that is? Not
second major?
Yes.
It's not second major. I would say Cleveland.
Okay, I think Nicole's in Cleveland.
I think she's in Ohio. Yeah, for sure.
She's in Ohio, period.
Yeah.
Nicole's in Ohio, period.
Yeah. And I would say if it's not Ohio, it's Ohio adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you can find this man, this person.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid, babe. You got this. He's gonna suck dick, and it's gonna be so good.
Wait, that's like
so amazing to like not be with a man that's like, ew, don't put anything near my ass. Like, grow up, bro.
You were always mad about that. You
grow
were
up, bro.
Consistently mad about that.
Like, you wipe it. Like, grow up.
Ew, what?
It's like, don't touch my hole. It's like, babe, you already touch your hole.
Barely. They barely do.
They barely
do.
Well, you think they're stinky asses?
Yes. Straight men, yes.
Straight men have
historically
stinky asses?
yes, because it's gay to touch your hole.
But then I was recently talking to a girlfriend, and she was like, yeah, I ate his ass. I was like, babe, you got to go to the doctor.
Why?
She's eating his ass? What do you mean?
Well,
how do I know? Stinky ass?
Well, I'm assuming if a man is willing to have his ass ate, he's thankfully washing his asshole.
But then I don't understand that. I don't need to talk about this right now.
You love talking about this.
But then I don't understand that. Because you're just going to town. So are you just surface level swooping? Because you're not pronging in there.
I don't really think that, like, your tongue is going to start doing an example. I don't think it's going so deep that you have to really worry about that.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I get that.
Your tongue is smaller than I think you think it is.
Yeah.
Like, stick your tongue all the way out of your mouth right now. No, like forward. Like, yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, that's actually like barely.
Yeah, you're
anything.
right. That's actually that's amazing for me.
Hey, this is James Lawrence. I'm from Ohio. I've been a watcher since the beginning, and I went to the Indianapolis live show, and I was like front row, not to brag. But is Andrew saying Tic Tac instead of TikTok? Because last week I heard Tic Tac, and this week I heard Tic Tac. So is he saying Tic Tac?
I guess saying follow us on TikTok is what
I'm
you're saying.
follow us on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't
if
be
was saying
completely shocked.
Yeah, it's like, this is the thing. Like, I'm sorry I'm a linguist. Like, I wasn't I didn't want to be born this way.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to create words. I didn't want to have to create, like, Merriam-Webster's. Like, I didn't want to steal her job. I didn't.
Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, the task is yours.
The task is mine.
The cross
so,
is
like,
yours to bear.
sometimes when I speak and I say things like Tic Tac, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's never like, huh? It is. You're like, he should know it's
Usually
TikTok.
I do have a moment of,
but then there's like
yeah,
exactly. And I would always want to keep people there. I want people to think,
keep them on their
and
toes,
acknowledge, keep them on
because
toes.
you love feet.
Because I'm obsessed with them. Keep them on their 10 toes that I will absolutely go to town with.
And you just said to me you want to become a high school teacher next fall.
Joe, I listened to Joe about 5 different occupations I want to do next year.
One of them is he wants to work admin at USC. I know that one kills me. That's my favorite one. It's just so specific.
I was like, I'm gonna be working admin at USC, collecting tuition checks. Like, I just can see it. Like, I
vision.
like,
you had a real, genuine vision.
But it wouldn't even be upsetting. And I also said I want to work in an au bon pond.
No, it was a pret a manger.
Oh, pret a manger. You're right, because it's Frencher.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe and Andrew. I'm calling with kind of more of a story, maybe a little bit of like advice. So, for context, I'm gay and on the heavier side. And recently I've been starting to sort of hook up with some guys from Grindr. And this has happened twice now, so it's kind of weird where one guy was just like, oh yeah, my brother's bigger, like you. And it's just like, oh. And like that was in the middle. And another one was even crazier where like we were hooking up and a guy was literally like,
it stopped.
Well, we lost you in the middle of that voice note.
I don't know if you jumped ship really quick or what.
Because if you're anything like me, you did. Like I would have hung up in the middle of speaking to him.
And you're
like,
probably,
you know what?
You're probably saying they won't choose it because it ended in the middle.
And lo and behold,
we chose it.
Grindr. That's a crazy situation.
Yeah.
I don't know what the second one was going to be. If the second one was also familially related, that's crazy.
Well, you need to recognize there are people out there that it's like listen, I never kink shame. Like, I think anyone can do whatever they want to do that's like safe. I think sometimes we lose sight with role play situations. I think a lot of the time it tends to be leaning towards familial. Big bro, little bro, dad, son. Like it's sometimes weird when you look at it from a third party lens, especially when it becomes serious and real with that person saying you're big like my brother, and you don't know if that person is saying that because they want to legitimately fuck their brother or if they have this like infatuation with him because of the brother. That's a weird thing to mention.
Yes, that's a very crazy
Don't
thing
bring your
to
brother
mention.
into the situation if we're on Grindr and we're sending pics or you're gonna fuck me. I don't want to hear about your brother.
Yeah, no, that's crazy to me. That's just one of the many bizarre things that happen on a daily basis via gay men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good for you for putting yourself out there, because it sounds like the hookups are relatively new.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Which that's great. Like, live your fantasy, live your truth, explore your body, like have other people explore it as well. But like, let's start shutting down behavior that's inappropriate. I've left people's apartments before that have said things to me that I'm like, and I've also been in situations that people have said things to me that I stay in, and I'm like, why would you ever say that?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. That's weird.
Hi, boys. It's Gerald. Oh, my goodness. I just saw the call to action on Instagram, and I'm here to ask, what are y'all's thoughts and opinions on psychics, tarot cards, those kind of things? Because I will absolutely be dragging y'all to one whenever y'all inevitably reappear in the city of New Orleans. So, yeah, I hope the pizzas were good. They look so delicious. Yum, yum. Okay, bye.
Pizzas, though. Right. Hey, Gerald.
Hey, Gerald.
How are you?
Anyone call you Jerry?
What about, like Jerry Spice?
Like Jerry Spice? That sounds nice.
It's an option.
That's a nice.
Gerald, you know me. I was born a witch. I was raised a witch. I was raised by a witch. I come from a long lineage of witches, Sicilian witches to be exact. And then on my dad's side, I come from Frankenstein monsters. So it's like it's all of it is all intertwined, and Dracula. So I have always been a believer. Sidekicks, here's the thing. A lot of you are lying. A lot of you are lying, but not all of you. And we should not impose judgment on those who are being truthful because other people are lying. Raven Baxter, she was serious. She could see the future. And I believe that 100%. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Sylvia, whose last name is Sylvia Brown. Have you ever seen those videos of Sylvia Brown? Andrew, I am obsessed with this woman. She was big in like the 90s and the 2000s. She used to be on the Montel Williams show, I want to say, and she would be like a guest, and she was a celebrity psychic. She was making shit up in a way that is so heinous. There is so many incredible. Hold on, I have to play you this. You're gonna crack up. This is actually me speaking. It's actually like if you fell into this job, this is how you would be. Hold on.
We got a question for Sylvia.
I have a really bad problem with social anxiety. I can't freak out. I can't.
You're doing pretty good now. But let me tell you where this comes from. You were accused of being a witch in a past life. You were put in a circle, and you had to name 2 people so that supposedly you wouldn't die. Except they didn't tell you that. They just said, tell us 2 people. You named 2 people and all 3 of you were hung. So no wonder you have social anxiety.
Thank you.
I love Sylvia Brown, but there are worse ones. There is one where this woman is talking to her and she says, I lost my husband, a couple years ago, and they never found the body, and I've just been struggling with it. She goes, honey, he drowned. Honey, he drowned. The woman goes, he died in 9/11. She goes, that's weird. I'm seeing water. Are you sure there wasn't water involved? She's like, no, he was a first responder. He died in 9/11. She goes, well, he's telling me water. Last thing, he was filled with water. I don't know. And then Montel is like, Sylvia, she said 9/11. She's like, I don't know. I'm seeing water. So like she would get caught in the lies, like in that level. She told 2 parents, your son is dead. He was missing. She was like, I'm sorry to say he's dead. They found him alive. She was just making shit.
Yeah, so like, that's the thing. A lot of people are making things up. I also feel that. I feel like tarot though, and I recently went to a psychic. I think I talked about this maybe on Patreon. I went to a psychic, and what I think psychics can bring or tarot readers can bring you is a sense of peace. I think it's very it can be used as therapy in a way. If you're listening to what they're saying, they're pulling tarot cards, and a lot of the times they're speaking with confidence about like something that's going on in your life or questions that you want to be answered. I think it gets to a problem if they're telling you, oh, I see for you in 5 years, you're going to be doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't then put yourself on the track, like, listen to everything that they say and put yourself on the track to hit that. Maybe you're like, it's aiding towards your goals. Maybe you will experience it. It just so happens. But I don't think them telling me what's going to happen in the future is something I'm listening to. Tarot, on the other hand, I am listening to that.
I think that's because tarot to me it's less about predicting the future. It's more about looking for symbolism and then applying that and working through your own thoughts with the vessel. So it's like, okay, the Tower, which means that there is going to be some sort of like throwing out or loss in my life or removal of something. What am I right now hoping or avoiding that can be reflected in this card? And so it's less so like, oh, the death card, you're going to die tomorrow. It's like, well, something, what am I hoping ends, or what am I fearing ends, and how do I process this through this information? I stand by tarot all the time. Yeah. Any good tarot readers out there? Let me know.
Let us know.
Women only.
Honestly, come on the podcast.
I'm sorry to say it. I hate to say something like that. So antiquated.
Because I went to a male psychic?
Yes. No, I'm joking. I went to a gay guy tarot reader once, and I trust him. I feel that anyone besides a cis man is more spiritually awoken.
Well, speaking of psychics, I'll bring her up again. Veronica Johnson, you lied. You lied when you read my palm and you told me what was going to happen in the future. You lied. So.
You're still young.
I am still young, and I have had a lot of love.
Oh.
And she said a lot of love.
Yeah.
And a lot of luck. Which.
You've been pretty lucky.
I think I've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Love.
You are loved.
I'm loved
by literally 10 million listeners weekly.
I'm loved.
Yeah, so you are loved.
I'm loved, really, and I make love, and
you make a lot of love.
I make a lot of love.
Yeah,
wouldn't say it's necessarily love.
It's something.
It's something.
Yeah. But that's good. That's
I guess that's good. So I guess in that case, Joe, could be any day now.
No, you're fine. You're safe.
I'm so fine.
You're safe. Well, with that, should we get into our next half hour of this podcast?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I'm tired of rumors starting.
It's time for Right Up My Alley, where we speak about something that's been right up our alley this week.
Yeah.
Andrew, what's right up your alley this week?
I'm sorry to say it. I said it on the Patreon. I watched the entirety of Building the Band.
Uh-huh.
And I genuinely loved it. Listen, it's a Netflix series. If you're looking to put something on that's not too serious, that you will get hooked on because it's a competition and it's different groups of people, there's drama. There's people hooking up with people. There's a lot of things that are going on, but they're all trying to be the band. And now the band that won is releasing music. And you're seeing the people that didn't win still grow more than the band that won. People are upset with a certain band that won. It's very interesting to me. Liam Payne is on it. Liam Payne is on it. I'm just letting everybody know that. And so is Nicole Scherzinger. So do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. But it's a fantastic show. So I would give it a watch.
My Roomba this week is going to be History for Sleep. It's a YouTube series, YouTube channel called Boring History for Sleep or something like that. I have put it on for the past 3 nights. It is teaching you history to make you fall asleep. I love it. I've learned one thing because I fall asleep almost instantaneously when I press play on it.
Boring as shit.
No, he just does a good job at keeping it very like this. He talks like this and he's explaining. You're going to do the research on the history?
Shirley Temple once.
No, it's medieval history.
Okay. But maybe mine's different.
Yeah, sure. Talk about Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple's life story for sleep.
Going to sleep. So Shirley Temple's life story would be nasty.
It was yesterday. I think it was ancient Egypt that I was listening to, but I fell asleep without before I even pressed play. I was asleep on that one, and then the whole thing played through. But my mom used to always read me my vocabulary words as I was sleeping because she said that the subconscious mind learns things still if you hear them. I was raised by Sicilian witches.
Joe, it's just wild.
If you are someone who struggles with falling asleep, if you need some noise, History for Sleep on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And always fish tanks.
Always fish tanks.
Had to bury a body this morning before the gym. It's endless.
So it's non-stop. You're experiencing loss.
There's horrible things happening in that tank. There is parasites and there is something wrong.
You wake up every day and you have to experience what it feels like to mourn the loss of a child.
Yeah, it's tough.
And that's a weight that you bear, and you just go to the gym and I have
to smile on this podcast. I have to be the positive one in this podcast.
You have to be the positive one in this podcast, even though you're burying bodies.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
But there's a graveyard in your room.
Yes.
So insane.
Anyway, it's time for Bring That Back, where we talk about something from our childhood we'd like to bring back. Andrew, what would you bring back?
You know what I want to bring back? And they probably still exist. Those... What are they? You know what it is? It's like a sack. It's the sack with like that you would squeeze that almost has like some goop in it.
Like
that
the
one
flashlights?
That you would like press in a little bit and you would kind of get it a little sexy. I just like the feeling of them. And I think that we can bring them back. And I honestly think if you think about a water bed, where's my water flashlight?
All right.
That I would I think we could bring that back from childhood and make it adults.
Okay. I was going to say Webkins. I think
Didn't you say that last week?
Did I say, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to say Club Penguin then.
Okay.
I'm going to say Club Penguin then. I miss Club Penguin a lot. I think about it all the time. I miss Toontown. I miss virtual worlds. We were talking earlier in this episode about living in augmented reality. Then why does it suck? If we live in virtual reality, why is it not Toontown? Yeah. Why are we in dystopia? You know what I mean? That sucks. Toontown, albeit... it is quite dystopian because of the cogs. You ever played Toontown?
Never played Toontown.
You ever play Wizard 101?
No.
Or was that what it was called? I think it was called Wizard 101.
No, the only wizard I knew was on Waverly Place.
Mm-hmm. And we saw her last night, mind you. We were with Selena Gomez last night. I liked Wizard 101 was okay. Toontown, I think the Jonas Brothers were promoting Wizard 101. Something was happening. But these worlds were fun. They were exciting. I got to explore. I got to make new friends online. Club Penguin, obviously. Those are my big 3. And Webkins, I was never in Webkins for like the multiplayer, like going to like the clubhouse. I didn't want to meet you people. You know what I mean? Like I was happy to be alone. Club Penguin, I was looking for a boyfriend.
Of course.
Toontown, I was trying to save Toontown. And Wizard 101, I was living my truth. If we're gonna live on... Someone crashed. If we're gonna live on our phones, it should be fun. It should be fun.
So you're promoting alternate realities for people to
I'm promoting fun. I'm promoting not scrolling through someone's Instagram story. I'm promoting using...
What happens with the day that we see everybody wearing those damn goggles?
It's inevitable. It's inevitable. To quote Vanessa Hudgens, it's inevitable, but I don't want that. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be walking
how
around
about
this
we?
apartment.
Okay, what I'm bringing back then is playing video games.
Yeah,
I want to play a video game.
Joe, I want to play a video game. Why do we not have any consoles
Want me to
here?
get an Xbox or something in here?
Yeah, can you get an Xbox deal or something, baby?
I wasn't saying it nasty. I wasn't saying it to fight you.
I want to play like Mario.
Oh,
you don't want to play Super Smash with me?
I don't give two fucks about Mario and Luigi. Sorry.
You don't.
I'm sorry. I never
don't
did.
You better take Peach's name out of your fucking mouth.
Well, I didn't. There's a reason I didn't say Peach.
Zelda?
Sure.
Link?
Sure.
Yeah.
But I never played Legend of Zelda. I only played Super Smash Brothers in your basement one time, and that was the one time I was in your basement. And then otherwise on like my Switch in 2020. I prefer games like The Sims, Animal Crossing. I like simulation, like open world games. Open world games. I don't like mini
stuff
games.
To me always was so boring.
Because you don't have a poet's heart.
No, you had a poet's heart. You were walking around in Viva Pinata.
Oh my
God. I'm like, babe, where you're walking around in Viva Pinata, I want to beat someone up. That's why I like Super Smash Bros.
I was
fun.
shooting people left and right in Halo, Call of Duty.
That stuff is too much for me.
So you have your middle ground is like
I want alternate reality. Like Halo was a little too close to home, even though it was a little bit like dystopian and I don't like that. Like something about opening up and it's like a gorgeous ambiance and they're like jumping on a castle and like like that shit's fun for me.
It's not for me. I don't know why.
That's fine.
I've actually always felt really isolated and othered by my lack of interest in something like Super Smash.
I think Super Smash Brothers is inherently a very queer.
Sure. That's sure. I'm okay with that. I'm just saying I've never felt attached to it. I prefer my games. I prefer a moment of peace. Even in Halo, I could find peace. There were some gorgeous meadows that I used to walk around in. And I would pray to God no aliens would show up. And they would
shooting people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll take the Donkey Kong Smash any day.
Why don't I care about those? Why don't I care about Nintendo?
I don't know.
And even Pokemon. Like I enjoyed Pokemon, the one with the camera, Pokemon Snap or something. But I never really cared. It was never the genre for me.
Well, maybe we can test out the waters.
I like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Don't even. Let's wrap it up because I'm not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
I like Digimon.
No.
I loved Bionicles.
No. This is where you lost me.
And I love Percy Jackson.
Well, with that being said,
I'm Katy Perry.
And I'm Nicki
Can you
Minaj.
see me?
Well, that's another episode in the books, you guys. And you know what to do. Don't forget to do your homework. Like, comment, subscribe, rate, review. Send a little note to your friends. Let them listen to this. If your question was answered, let them know. We want to hear you scream it. Have your family listen to it. Let's have them know what's going on in your life.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Even if you're talking about having sex.
Where can they follow us?
You can follow us across all social media platforms at Good Children Pod. I'm on TikTok at Andrew_Muskie. I'm on Instagram at Andrew Muscarella.
I am on TikTok at Be Quiet Joe and on Instagram at Joe Hegyes.
And with that, enjoy your lives. Keep sending in questions. Don't forget to call us. And if you want exclusive content, you can follow us on Patreon or subscribe to our Patreon. 2 different tiers, 2 episodes a month, $5, 4 episodes a month, $10. And you get access to all of our chats and our previous episodes as well. Make some friends, create a community. We like to chat. We like to gab. Let's have some fun.
Starving. I have to make an English muffin pizza.
Can you make me one?
Yeah.
Okay, bye guys. It's pizza time.